Hello, welcome to the very serious topic of Antifa. People say it different ways. What my video is about, it's about how I infiltrated Antifa over the course of 6 months. Basically, I did not participate in any of their crazy actions and violent protests. I would never do that. What I have wanted to investigate is basically the type of people that get drawn into Antifa, their mannerisms, and how they present themselves. Generally, I would encourage, if you are in the intelligence community or in law enforcement and you want to infiltrate to find out what kind of things they're planning, learn about their mentalities, this is an excellent video for you. And I know it might seem a little bit comedic at times, but you have to balance things out and understand there's some very good information here. Okay, so what I'm going to cover here, I have some notes down here. So basically, this is how to successfully infiltrate Antifa, and you have to present yourself. What I went to were training camps, and so they expect you to be a new arrival, someone who's not, fully indoctrinated. So you have to be careful about how you look, how you act, and the type of language you use. Don't be mistaken, these Antifa people are very dangerous. I would never encourage anyone to do the things that I've done to infiltrate them. Not that I've done anything wrong or bad. I'm just saying that it's dangerous to do this. The leadership of Antifa, they're not stupid. They're highly intelligent. Many of them are very good at psychology, applying it. And they're also very good at understanding communism and the propaganda that the communists used against the people. It's a very sophisticated brainwashing approach, for lack of a better term. So let's get started. So what we're going to do in this video, I'm going to go over the points of how you need to look and how to present yourself, language to use, and physical characteristics and emotions that you must present in order for them to believe that you are a newcomer and you want to be with their cause. That's the only way you'll be accepted into the group. Be careful. Do not engage these people like I have done. It is very dangerous. Do not do it. You need to be a professional. You need to have certain skills in order to accomplish this somewhat safely. We're going to start off with some basic looks that you must, utilize in order to be accepted in the group. Now, the first thing, I'm going to take off my glasses here. Excuse me. The first thing, especially if you're a male with facial hair, there are people in Antifa that have facial hair, but one thing that you have to remember, and again, the leadership, they're highly sophisticated, they're very intelligent people, but they have minions, and a lot of the people do not have facial hair. There's a reason for that. A lot of them, while they were teens, engaged in basically hormonal therapy, basically chemical castration, and it also, when you do that during puberty, it also really affects how your brain develops. So the followers, a lot of them are, very kind of disturbed, unguided people. So in order to fit in, one of the first things you need to do, you need to put on some blue eyeshadow. So let's get that on, because this is going to make you look like you're up for some serious business here. So there we go. This was one of my methods. This seemed to really help me to engage them. The other thing, what I've noticed and what worked, using lipstick. Now this is not lipstick, but it's very similar. And a good color to choose is actually purple. So let's go ahead, get on the purple lipstick. Because when you do all this, it makes you look, you know, pretty intimidating. And plus it sort of draws attention away from my facial hair. The next thing that you must do, I've noticed at many of the meetings, what they'll do is a lot of them have colored hair. So what my hair is kind of short. It doesn't really fit in with how a lot of them are. So I wanted to go for something a little more, fuller. I chose a nice red color here. So let's get that on here. There. So now I really have the building blocks at this point for look to approach an Antifa training camp. So okay, in order to be successful, not only do you need to get your hair looking a certain way, the eyeshadow, possibly some purple lipstick, there are other extremely important things that you need to do. One of them is do not shower for at least a week. Do not show up and appear that you have any cleanliness whatsoever. The next one is, now this might not seem all that important right now, but if they become a little bit suspicious about you, these are a couple of things that you need to perhaps take along and incorporate into your plan. One being that you should, especially if you're a male, perhaps on the heavier side, you should incorporate some sort of colorful bra. So wear that under your clothing. The next thing that you should also incorporate is some nice little girly kind of panties or something. Wear those. It's very important. And if you do arrive with, say, a backpack with various suggested Antifa material, such as weapons, knives, sticks, etc., one of the very important things is to take a feminine product with you. If you don't know what this is, it's a feminine hygienic product. Yes, if you are a man, you should show up with that product. Okay, that concludes this section. Just let me prepare the next points. We'll get into language and physical practices. Okay, in the language points, I'm going to try to keep this short. One of the very common words that get used within Antifa is that term comrade. Now, remember, you're a newcomer to a training camp. So if you show up and have your discussions and when they follow it off with comrade, as a normal male, you might have a tendency to say, comrade. Don't make that mistake. I made that mistake once, and that got them highly suspicious of me, and I was told to leave. After that first interaction, I, of course, learned, and this is how you must say comrade in the early stages at an Antifa training camp. Don't go comrade, you have to go comrade. Comrade. And notice the deflection of the fist. You know what I'm saying? So at the start, you have to comrade, not comrade. Okay. And the other term that they use often in their protests, you'll hear them say, smash the fash. Now, which means basically crush fascism, although they're fascists themselves. But anyways, now for a normal male, the tendency might, to say something like this. He might say something like, smash the gash, or smash the bush. Don't do that. Do not do that. Don't make that mistake. It's smash the fash, and don't say it, smash the fash. It's smash the fash. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed the video. It was a good time. Just tried to wash all that garbage off my face. And in all seriousness, so these people that are running around conducting violence against, people just out expressing their opinions non-violently. Anyone that shows up and commits violence, doesn't matter who they are, they're arses. And that's the stuff we need to stop. In a normal democracy, there's no place for violence. Not at all. That's what we have laws for. That's what we have law enforcement for. And I know that law enforcement has a very challenging job for many reasons. That's a whole nother story. But I do appreciate generally what they try to do, and that they do try to keep us safe. But politics seem to be getting involved. And anyways, hope you enjoyed the video. Like, subscribe. I'll try to do more. If you like the video, give me a thumbs up. Put some comments down below. Probably gonna get some hate messages. That's just normal. And you know what? Everything else that comes along with that. So whatever. Anyways, take care. Have a great day.